The small choices that shape your future. Every great life is built on small, repeated actions. People often believe success comes from one big opportunity, one lucky break, or one perfect moment. But the truth is different. Success is built quietly. It is built when nobody is watching. It is built through habits. Imagine two people standing at the same starting line. They have similar dreams, similar talent, and similar opportunities. One person chooses to improve just 1% every day. The other waits for motivation before taking action. After 1 week, the difference is almost invisible. After 1 month, it is still small. But after 1 year, their lives look completely different. Why? Because habits multiply over time. Your future is not created by what you do once. It is created by what you repeat every single day. Think about the strongest tree in the forest. It didn't become strong overnight. It survived storms because its roots grew deeper every day. Your habits are your roots. If your daily habits are strong, your future becomes strong. Many people wait until they feel motivated. But successful people understand something important. Action creates motivation. Not the other way around. You don't have to feel ready. You only need to begin. The first workout is difficult. The first page of a book feels boring. The first business idea seems impossible. But every expert was once a beginner. Every champion once struggled. Every successful person once felt uncertain. The difference is simple. They kept showing up. Remember this. Small habits. Small improvements. Small victories. These create extraordinary lives. Today, make one promise to yourself. Don't chase perfection. Chase consistency. Because your habits are writing the story of your future, one day at a time. Start today. Start small. But never stop. Why discipline beats motivation every time? Imagine a cold winter morning. The alarm rings at 5 a.m. Your bed feels warm. The room feels cold. Your mind whispers, just 5 more minutes. At that moment, two voices begin to fight inside you. One voice says, you deserve to rest. The other voice says, you promised yourself. The decision you make in those few seconds may seem small. But those small decisions shape your entire life. Most people believe successful people wake up every day feeling motivated. That is a myth. The truth is, motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel unstoppable. Other days you feel tired, discouraged, and full of excuses. If your success depends on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. Discipline is different. Discipline says, I will do it even when I don't feel like it. Think of a professional athlete. Do you believe they only train when they are excited? No. They train when it rains. They train when they lose. They train when nobody is watching. That is why they become champions. Now imagine a young man named Daniel. He dreamed of becoming successful, but every Monday he promised to change. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start next week. I'll start next month. Months became years. Nothing changed. One evening he met an old mentor. The mentor smiled and handed him 2 seeds. He said, plant the first seed only when you feel motivated. Plant the second seed every single day, no matter how you feel. Months later, the first seed never grew. The second seed became a strong tree. The lesson was unforgettable. Discipline grows where motivation disappears. Every great achievement is built on ordinary days. The days when you are tired. The days when nobody applauds you. The days when quitting feels easier than continuing. Those are the days that define your future. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You only need to keep your promises to yourself. Each time you choose discipline over excuses, you become a stronger version of yourself. Your habits become your identity. Your identity becomes your future. So tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings, don't ask, "Do I feel motivated?" Ask, "What kind of person do I want to become?" Because winners are not created by motivation. They are created by discipline, repeated day after day. The power of consistency, tiny steps, extraordinary results. There was once a young man named Ethan. He had big dreams. He wanted to become successful, healthy, financially free, and respected by everyone around him. Like many people, he believed success required a dramatic change. On Monday, he woke up at 5 a.m. He exercised for 2 hours. He read 3 chapters of a book. He worked harder than ever. He felt unstoppable. But by Thursday, he was exhausted. By Friday, he skipped his workout. By Saturday, he stopped reading. Within 2 weeks, he was back to his old habits. One afternoon, Ethan met an elderly gardener. The old man was quietly watering a small plant. Ethan smiled and asked, "How long will it take for this tiny plant to become a strong tree?" The gardener replied, "Not tomorrow. Not next week. But if I water it every day, it will become stronger than you can imagine." Then he looked at Ethan and said, "Success grows the same way." Those words changed Ethan's life. The next day, he made a different plan. Instead of trying to change everything overnight, he chose one small habit. 10 minutes of reading. 15 minutes of exercise. Writing 1 page every day. No excuses. No perfect schedule. Just consistency. At first, nothing seemed different. 1 week passed. Then 1 month. Then 6 months. Friends began asking, "What changed?" Ethan smiled because he knew the answer. Nothing magical had happened. He simply refused to quit. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 week. But they underestimate what they can achieve in 1 year of consistent effort. A single drop of water seems weak. Yet thousands of drops can carve through solid rock. Not because of strength. Because of consistency. Your habits work exactly the same way. Every page you read makes you wiser. Every workout makes you stronger. Every honest effort builds your confidence. Progress may be invisible today. But one day, people will notice the results. They will call you talented. They will call you lucky. They will admire your success. They will never see the countless ordinary days when you kept going without applause. That is the secret. Consistency is doing the right thing even when the results have not appeared yet. Never underestimate small actions repeated over time. Tiny improvements become life-changing achievements. Start with one habit. Protect it every day. Stay patient. Stay disciplined. Because extraordinary success is simply ordinary actions repeated long enough. Break bad habits before they break you. Everyone wants a better life. But very few people are willing to let go of the habits that are destroying it. Bad habits never arrive with a warning. They enter quietly. 5 more minutes of sleep. 1 more hour of scrolling. I'll start tomorrow. It doesn't matter today. These words seem harmless. But repeated every day, they become chains. There was a young man named Michael. He dreamed of becoming financially free. He wanted to build a successful business, stay healthy, and make his parents proud. Every morning he made promises. Today will be different. Yet every evening he found himself wasting hours on distractions. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. His dreams stayed the same. His habits stayed the same. One afternoon, Michael visited an old blacksmith. The blacksmith was shaping a glowing piece of iron with steady, powerful strikes. Michael asked, How do you turn cold iron into something so strong? The blacksmith smiled. I don't change it with one powerful hit. I change it with thousands of small strikes. Then he looked directly at Michael. Your life is no different. You don't become successful in one decision. You become successful through thousands of small decisions. Those words echoed in Michael's mind. That night he wrote down every habit that was stealing his future. Late night scrolling. Making excuses. Skipping workouts. Ignoring books. Waiting for motivation. The list was painful. But it was honest. The next morning, he made one simple rule. Replace one bad habit with one good habit. Instead of scrolling for 30 minutes, read 10 pages. Instead of complaining, write 3 things to be grateful for. Instead of saying, I'll do it later, start immediately. The first week was difficult. His old habits kept calling him back. But every time he resisted, he became a little stronger. Slowly, something incredible happened. His confidence grew. His energy returned. His mind became clearer. Not because life became easier, but because he became stronger. Remember this. Bad habits promise comfort. Good habits create freedom. Every habit is casting a vote for the person you are becoming. Ask yourself today. Are your habits building your future? Or quietly destroying it? The choice is yours. Not once, but every single day. Break your bad habits before they break your dreams. Because every great future begins the moment you decide that your old excuses no longer control your life. Build better habits. The morning routine of winners. Every morning is a new beginning. Before the world becomes noisy. Before notifications appear. Before responsibilities take over. You are given a choice. Will you control the day? Or will the day control you? There was a young woman named Emma. She admired successful people. She watched their interviews. She read their books. She listened to motivational speeches every day. Yet her own life never changed. One evening, she asked her mentor, "What is the secret to success?" The mentor smiled and replied, "Tell me how you spend your first hour every morning, and I'll tell you where your life is going." Those words stayed with her. The next morning, she paid attention. She woke up, reached for her phone, scrolled through social media, compared her life with others, rushed to get ready, and spent the rest of the day feeling behind. She finally realized something. The problem wasn't her dreams. The problem was her routine. So she decided to rebuild her mornings. She stopped checking her phone immediately after waking up. Instead, she drank a glass of water. She stretched for a few minutes. She spent 15 minutes reading. She wrote down 3 goals for the day. She closed her eyes and imagined the person she wanted to become. Nothing extraordinary happened on the first day, or the second, or even the 10th. But after several months, her confidence increased. Her focus became sharper. Her mind felt calmer. People noticed the difference. They asked, "What's your secret?" Emma smiled. "There is no secret. I simply stopped giving my mornings away." Your morning sets the direction for your entire day. When you begin with purpose, you make better decisions. You waste less time. You protect your energy. You build momentum. Remember, you don't need a perfect routine. You need a consistent one. Even 30 minutes spent intentionally can change your future. Wake up with gratitude. Move your body. Feed your mind. Write your goals. Start before the excuses arrive. Because the way you win your morning is often the way you win your life. Every sunrise brings another opportunity. Don't waste it. One powerful morning, repeated every day, can create an extraordinary future. Build better habits. Part 6. Your environment shapes your habits. Imagine placing a healthy seed on a table. No matter how perfect that seed is, it will never grow. Now place the same seed into rich soil, give it water, sunlight, and time. Soon, it becomes a strong tree. The seed did not change. The environment did. Your life works the same way. Many people blame themselves for lacking discipline. But often, the real problem is the environment around them. There was a young man named Noah. He wanted to become a successful entrepreneur. Every morning, he promised to work on his dreams. But every evening, he found himself distracted. His phone was always beside him. The television was always on. His friends laughed at anyone who worked hard. Every distraction pulled him further away from his goals. One day, Noah visited a wise teacher. He complained, "I don't think I'm strong enough." The teacher handed him 2 glasses. One was filled with clean water. The other was filled with muddy water. The teacher dropped the same white flower into both glasses. In the clean water, the flower stayed beautiful. In the muddy water, it quickly lost its beauty. The teacher smiled. The flower is the same. The environment is different. Then he added, "If you truly want to change your life, don't just change yourself. Change what surrounds you." Those words changed everything. Noah cleaned his workspace. He removed unnecessary distractions. He turned off endless notifications. He placed books where they were easy to reach. He surrounded himself with people who inspired him instead of discouraging him. At first, the changes seemed small. But soon, working became easier. Reading became natural. Exercise became part of his daily routine. He realized something powerful. Willpower is limited. A good environment makes good habits easier. Every choice becomes simpler when your surroundings support your goals. Ask yourself today, does your environment help you grow? Or does it quietly pull you backward? Look around your room. Look at your daily routines. Look at the people you spend time with. Everything around you is influencing the person you are becoming. Protect your environment. Protect your mind. Protect your future. Because success is not only about having strong habits. It is also about creating a place where those habits can grow every single day. Build an environment that reminds you of your dreams. And one day, your dreams will become your reality. Build better habits. Never miss twice, the secret to staying consistent. Failure is not the end. Giving up is. There is a powerful rule followed by many successful people. Never miss twice. Missing one day is a mistake. Missing 2 days begins a habit. There was a young man named Alex. He had finally built a routine. Every morning he exercised. Every evening he read 20 pages. Every Sunday he planned his week. For 3 months, he stayed consistent. Then one day, life happened. He became sick. He skipped his workout. He didn't read his book. That night, he felt disappointed. A voice inside his mind whispered, "You've already broken your streak. You failed. You might as well quit." The next morning, Alex remembered something his grandfather once told him. If you fall while walking, you don't decide to crawl for the rest of your life. You simply stand up and keep moving. Those words gave him strength. He didn't try to make up for the missed day. He simply returned to his routine. One workout. One reading session. One good decision. That was enough. Months later, Alex realized something incredible. The people who succeed are not those who never fail. They are the ones who never stay down. Everyone misses a day. Everyone loses motivation. Everyone makes mistakes. The difference is what happens next. Never allow one bad day to become one bad week. Never allow one bad week to become one bad year. One healthy meal can restart your progress. One workout can rebuild momentum. One page can restart your reading habit. One decision can change your future. Remember this. Progress is not about perfection. It is about returning. Every time you come back after a setback, you become mentally stronger. You prove to yourself that failure does not control you. Life will always test your commitment. There will be busy days, tiring days, stressful days, unexpected days. But if you remember one simple rule, never miss twice, you will always find your way back. Your future is not decided by the days you fall. It is decided by the days you choose to stand again. So if yesterday was not your best day, don't waste today feeling guilty. Use today to begin again. Because champions are not people who never fail. Champions are people who never stop returning to the path.